Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as I'm sure you can see from the title, I'm going to be going over my April Reading Rush TBR. So if you want to see the books that I am planning on reading between April 16th and 19th, keep on watching. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to do the same disclaimer that I do in literally every single video, and that is if you hear my Great Dane crying, she's not hurt or dying or anything above. She's absolutely fine. She's just loud, but on this channel, we just deal with it. So such is life. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about my TBR for the readathon that's coming up. So the Reading Rush channel is hosting a readathon. They usually do it, they do it annually. They do it, I believe, in the end of June or July usually, but they are doing an extra run this year due to the pandemic that is currently going on to kind of foster community and just give everybody something to kind of look forward to in the book community with everything that's currently going on, which is super cool, really nice. I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited to take part in it. I always try and do the readathons. I never actually finish them or come close to finishing them, but this year I am determined to do it because I literally don't have any excuse to not do it other than impending schoolwork or pending schoolwork that I have to do, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse because I will have the time. So yeah, there's 4 challenges because the readathon takes place over 4 days instead of the usual 7, and each day is a different challenge. It takes place, I believe, from the 16th to the 19th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, yeah, 16th to the 19th of April, so that starts next week Thursday, I'm pretty sure, if I'm doing this correctly. I believe it takes place next week Thursday. And yeah, so I'm just going to take you through my TBR really quickly. Because it's a 4-day readathon, I have 4 books picked out. There are 4 challenges, and I kind of finessed one of the challenges, but we'll get to that later. So anyways, the first challenge is to read a book that makes you smile. And if you know me, you know that The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger is literally my favorite classic, if not favorite book of all time. I love Holden Caulfield. I first read this book in high school. I've done the spiel a million times, but anyways, I love The Catcher in the Rye. It's one of the books that literally always makes me smile, even though it's not a particularly happy, upbeat book. It just, I don't know why. It just resonates with my soul and it makes me smile. So I'm very excited to be able to use that as an excuse to reread this book. The next book that I have is to read, the next challenge is to read a book about, a book that features a place that you want to go, and for me that is going to be Swimming to Cambodia by Spalding Gray, or as some people know it, Spalding Gray's Swimming to Cambodia. Say that 5 times fast. If you don't know, Spalding Gray has a whole bunch of movies, and this book features his trip to Southeast Asia as he is looking for like the perfect film moment for a number of his movies. I believe one of them is The Killing Field. So yeah, he's traveling to Southeast Asia to find that perfect moment for that particular film and 2 others. And I did read this book during my 2nd or 3rd year of university, so way back. I'm aging myself, it's fine. And I really enjoyed it, and I don't remember that much about it. I just know that I enjoyed it, so I'm going to take this as an opportunity to reread it because it's also super short. I still have my stickies tabbed in it for school, but yeah, so I'm actually very excited to read this book because I remember thoroughly enjoying it, but I don't remember why. And like I said, it's very short, so I feel like it's the perfect choice for a readathon. The next one that I have, okay, so reading a book that makes you smile, reading a book that's somewhere that you want to go, reading a book in the same, so the next challenge is to read one book in the same spot. This, I believe, is almost always a challenge in their readathons, and I can never do it because I always start off with the idea of sitting in one spot and then it doesn't happen. I move somewhere else. But lately I have been reading on my couch upstairs, and I'm hoping that I can just commit to that for this book, and that is The Devil and Miss Prim by Pablo's name I cannot pronounce. This is another one of my favorite authors. He's the author of The Alchemist, which is a beautiful classic. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. And I've had this book for a while. This one is about a foreigner who comes to a small village with nothing but a backpack and I believe 13 gold bars, and he is there in search of the answer to his one question, and that is the essence of human beings good or evil? That is such a Pablo essence book to have such a deep moral question in so few pages, and I absolutely love that about him. So I'm really, really excited to get the chance to be able to read this book, and I'm hoping that I can read it in the same spot. Like, that would be really, really nice, but if not, regardless, I'm just excited to read this book, period. And the last book that I have for this read-a-thon is, so the challenge is to read a book with a house on the cover of it. This is where I'm going to finesse the hell out of this challenge. So I'm going to do This Dark Endeavor by Kenneth Opel. As you can see, there's obviously no house on the cover of this book. There is no house on the actual book either, nothing on a dress jacket. But the reason I'm going to use this book is because the book itself largely takes place on the family's estate and also within very specific rooms of the house. So I figure just because there's not a house on the cover, the main setting of the book is the family's house, and I'm going to use that for this challenge. And yeah, I'm finessing it, but I'm going to run with it anyways. So those are the 4 books that I'm thinking of reading for the read-a-thon. My mind may change by the time the read-a-thon rolls around. If it does, I'll let you guys know, because I am definitely a mood reader, and these are the books that I'm in the mood to read for that right now. But by Wednesday, I could be in the mood for something else. That's just how I am. So that's it for my TBR for that. I also just wanted to let you guys know what I'm currently reading, and that is Love and Curses by Michael Thomas Ford. It's really, really good. I'm actually thoroughly enjoying it. There's a lot of representation in this book. I am more than halfway through, so I'm hoping to be able to finish this book by the time the read-a-thon rolls around. I probably won't have any problem doing it. So yeah, this is what I'm currently reading, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are participating in the read-a-thon, let me know in the comments down below. I will also link the host channel for the read-a-thon if you guys want more information about that. Let me know what your possible TBR for the read-a-thon is going to be, and if you see any of the books on my TBR that you're thinking of reading, also let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next